Warrior pose, Virabhadrasana, the great warrior. So this is a pose that you might move through quite quickly in a speedier flow class. So I'm just going to give a few little suggestions for you to see how they fit into your body. So let's say we're going to take that right leg back. So traditionally you have your front foot, it's the left, let's have it facing forward, and that back foot, the toes are a little bit turned forward, so the heel is further away. Now, some of us are fine with the front heel in line with the arc of the back foot, but for some of us that doesn't feel stable, so we can take it a bit wider. Okay, now just feel the legs for a moment. Then what we do is we're going to bend. I'm making my legs wider already, so we're going to bend that front leg, and one of the instructions is that the knee is above the ankle, but that might not be good for you. One thing is not to take it beyond the ankle, so see how you feel about that. Now, with the foot in this position, it's quite a good idea, and another instruction tends to be press into the outer edge of your back foot. Now notice when you do that, the inner thigh, the adductors become quite active. So it's all about balance really, finding your balance. So let's just let the, in fact, flop your arms about a bit. Just let your torso land wherever it wants to land. So we're not instructing it forward, sideways, back, or nothing. Nothing. So let's be where we are. And if you can, close your eyes and sense that for a moment. If it gets too tiring, you straighten your front leg and rebend. And just breathe here. Now, another thing is that a lot of us tend to lean forward. And if you do that, if you turn to look at the outer back ankle, that creates one line from the armpit to the outer ankle. That's a different pose. What we're doing is up to the hip and then straight. So if you imagine the crown and the perineum are in line. So once we're here, we could lightly extend the arms. So in Warrior 2, you'll be encouraged to reach your front arm forward, reach your back arm back, and turn your gaze towards beyond, I should say, the front, where you're pointing to at the front. If that's too much for your neck, you just let it be. Let's straighten up a moment. Come back into your Warrior 2. Now, for your Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1, let's just lightly orientate the heart forward and just see what happens to that side of the pelvis. What we want to avoid is yanking it round, thinking that we have to have our hip bones square, because that can be very troublesome for the hips and the body in general. So just a sense of letting the heart shine forward. Now you can choose. I say you can choose, you say you can choose. Maybe you'll be in a class where you don't have the option, that's okay. Always listen to yourself. So you can choose how you take your arms up. Maybe for you today that's enough, or maybe up here, maybe the gaze stays forward, maybe the palms come together, maybe the gaze looks up. So then you could open back out into Warrior 2 just to get that sense. In fact, let's straighten for a moment. I've gone a bit too wide. Rebend, and we'll just move from 2 to 1, 1 to 2. So let's say we're in 2, and then we'll take that back arm forward, let the right lung come forward a little bit, and raise the prayer up, and then we're going to circle in a huge arc back to 2, and let's do that again. Maybe inhale as we rise, and exhale as we open. Lovely. Let's straighten that side, that leg I should say, and go to the other side. So I'm actually going to just turn, I think I'll turn sideways. Bear with me 1 second. Right. I hope you can see me. So let's say another way people start is with the feet already wide. toes turned in, and keep that back foot, now it's the left one, and the right turned forward. Anyway, just do the one you haven't done. And again, coming into it, is the knee shooting over? I don't really want that. Let me take the stance a bit wider. And again, where am I landing? Am I lurching forward? Crown and perineum together. Another little thing is when you look to the inner knee and you drop your eye gaze, is it still possible to see your big toe? Because sometimes we let the knee roll in and we can see the whole foot. And that's when you're moving a little bit in a flow, that's quite a lot for your outer hip to take. Again, we want the adductors quite nicely involved. Let's go straight into it. Left lung coming forward towards right knee, arms are raising. Inhale. Exhale, let's open it out. And again, inhale. Lifting the heart, rooting down. Exhale. Straighten that right leg for a moment. Rebend it, and we're going to have a little play. So keep the legs as they are, but let the torso and the arms, so you might take it into your own reverse, whatever you're doing, just have a little free form, but let's keep the legs pretty stable. Maybe we take it back, and then come to your warrior two. Straighten up, turn those right toes in, and then heel toe back in, because the inner thighs have probably been stretched nicely. We don't want to overstretch. And just standing, so it's super empowering, builds your confidence, very grounding. Just feel into those qualities or any other qualities of the warrior goddess that come to you, that are going to help you in your life.